nothing wrong here, no reason for self-hate. These are mere illusions we all create. There's no need to change a single thing to fit. We just need to free ourselves of it. We just need to free ourselves of it. We just need to free ourselves. Good morning, loved ones. Thank you. I would like to refer to you today as loved ones because I'm sure each of you is lovable and loved by someone. And since I'm here today to talk with you about how strongly I believe words matter, seems like a nice title for all of you, for all of us. So, loved ones, I wonder if you could indulge me in a small favor. I wonder if you could turn to the person next to you. It could be someone you came with, someone you don't know or you just met. And if you could please go ahead and tell them how fat, ugly, stupid, or old you think they are, and I'll wait. Go ahead. You don't want to do that? You don't want to do that? Not comfortable, right? Not going to happen. Unnecessarily cruel, disrespectful, mean, unkind, untrue. Then why are we, especially women, willing to talk to ourselves that way or about ourselves that way? Words matter. My desire to be here with you today, talking with you about this, began about a year ago. A young girl I know, an 11-year-old girl I know, spent 2 weeks in a nearby children's hospital being treated for anorexia. Now, loved ones, those two phrases, children's hospital and anorexia, should never even be in the same sentence. A young child, a baby, who a mere decade earlier began mastering the art of walking and talking and eating solid food, should never be motivated to make herself disappear or starve herself in an attempt to become unrealistically small. So, what did she hear? Was she like me? Did she hear what I was hearing? That always beating drum of girls and women and their inadequacies, and especially their weight? One more woman tells me she's dieting, cleansing, detoxing, fasting, cutting carbs, or any other terminology that basically translates to what she's eating and what she's pooping. I'm going to throw up. But see, that won't help matters because it'll merely illuminate my good fortune at possibly dropping a few pounds. Words matter. Now, I'm a mother. I'm a mom. I have 2 kids. I always feel kind of game show contestant-y when I say that, you know, like, I'm a happily married wife and mother of 2 beautiful children from Kiss-A-My-Ass, Nebraska. I enjoy Mandarin and macrame. Now, please, Pat, spin the damn wheel. Daddy hasn't worked in 2 years, and the tummy tuck and facelift aren't going to pay for themselves. I'm a singer-songwriter. I identify as a singer-songwriter. I pretty much knew at a young age when I would secretly steal my mother's tambourine and dress up like Stevie Nicks. I'm an advocate for children's rights, which I think anybody over 20 can probably find a way in their lives that they advocate for children, and if they don't, they should, because it's literally the least we can do. I'm a partner in a small business. That's how the bills get paid. And most recently, licensed cosmetologist. Oh, yeah. No. Zumba instructor. That's right. She got it. That's right. Monterey, break it down. That's right. I love all these things, right? They're all aspects of my life, and I spend a lot of time around women, which I love. But I inevitably find myself in conversations that revolve around this self-obsessed, complicated relationship we all have with our appearance. We equate our appearance with our value. That's so deeply entrenched, I don't even think we realize how absurd that is. We equate our appearance with what we're worth, right? And these redundant verbal encounters aren't really conversations in that they're not interesting. They don't illuminate or educate or empower us in any way, right? And sometimes we talk about other things. Oh, sure we do. We chat about other things, but almost to a woman, a gal and her girth or her failing looks become the topic, right? I too am vulnerable. I vacillate between consume and restrict, consume and restrict. That mindset of when I'm down, I'm up. And when I'm up, I'm down. Like so many women in this room, right? So once the conversation begins, the contagion is unleashed and the infection spreads. I try not to let my interactions with other women revolve around these mundane, frankly privileged issues. But I always feel dragged back to the matter. It's like I'm trying to break away from a herd mentality, and it's just not popular to do so. And I apologize for the cow reference. I get that it kind of goes against my message here, doesn't it? Loved ones, I'm at a point in my journey, in my life, I like to call aging gratefully. I know it sounds a little bit like a it's a little bit like a slogan for an old age home, right? Like creaky acres where your loved ones can age gratefully. But indeed, each of us is aging every moment. Did you feel that? You just got older. And so did you, and so did you, and so did you. Oh, wait a minute. No, you just got younger. Oh, my gosh. That is so cool. Okay, so after the program, we're all going to get together, and you're going to tell us how you successfully managed to turn back the clock. No. No. Each of us is aging. Although I would like to say here parenthetically, it's my contention that Facebook is the portal to time travel, because you were never going to see those people again, right? Ever. I looked up an old boyfriend, and I was like, now, why does he have a picture of his father as his profile? Oh! We're all aging, each one of us, right? You are. It's like, you get a car, you get a car. You get to age, you get to live. That's the grand prize, loved ones. Now, there are moments of illumination that only aging gratefully and experience can provide. I now get that I set the tone for what makes me valuable, interesting, and even beautiful, right? I set the tone for that. My personal belief system becomes my personal reality, so I'm going with hottie. Now, it's hard to resist, of course, because from the tips of our toes to the tops of our head, apparently, ladies, we're in a constant state of disrepair. We require poodle-perfect pedicures. We have to rid ourselves of something called cankles. We have flabby thighs, sagging buttocks, breast issues, belly fat, odors, fine lines, wrinkles, deep pores. I frankly don't know how we leave the house. I don't know how we're not all shut-ins. Your hair's too frizzy, too flat, too thin. Your forehead's wrinkled and you've doubled your chin. Your lashes are clumping and your biggest sin. Your T-zone's all combination skin. So buy this and buy that and take this and take that. You're too old and you're too fat. So buy this and take that. Do you agonize? Well, aerobicize, moisturize, tighten your thighs, put this in your eyes. Cellulite, curdle, your neck's like a turtle. You'll soon be infertile. Let's bring back the girdle. Call now. Thank you. There's more. Your nails are all brittle and your cuticles hang, and now you've really done it. You've cut your own bangs. Your breasts are too saggy, too flat, too full. What do you think you're trying to pull? You stink, you're dirty. You've got to wake up with CoverGirl clean makeup. CoverGirl clean makeup. Do you agonize? Well, aerobicize, moisturize, tighten your thighs, put this in your eyes. Cellulite, curdle, your neck's like a turtle. You'll soon be infertile. Let's bring back the girdle. Call now. So what if I told you I have wonderful news? I do. The jury is in, the one I selected for jury duty, the Honorable Judge Laura presiding, you're welcome. And a verdict, after your peers have mulled it over, a verdict of you're good enough has come back. You're fine the way you are right now. No, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. You're great the way you are right now. What if it's true? Our personal belief systems create our personal realities, so why don't we just agree it's true? Breathe it in for a moment. There's nothing to fix. So why don't we women and the men who love and support us agree together? Men, guys, dudes, imagine the relief for you. Because right now, it comes across like the best thing that can happen to us is you. Isn't that what the Be Young and Be Thin contest is all about? Snagging you? Seems like a lot of pressure. So why don't we agree together and stop? Stop. Stop. Stop buying the potions, the lotions, the notions that insult your intelligence with impossible claims brought to you by Photoshop. Right? With phrases like age rewind and burn your belly fat and turn back the clock. Messages that have you deriding the one and only body, physical vessel you are lucky enough to inhabit for this ride through time. Words matter. What we say to ourselves, what we say to one another about ourselves, what we say out loud about each other, and what we say to girls and women as a culture matters. Now, I have a son and daughter, and I plan to continue teaching my son to be a loving and compassionate person. And I want my daughter to know the very same. And to that end, that she need not waste her time on a gerbil wheel, focused on a made-up list of inadequacies. Cankles. Right? I want her to know that she can show up in this life and be bold and proud and have heart and humor and be smart and not let anyone, not corporations, not publications, not peers, anyone tell her otherwise. We have messages coming from media that are sometimes landing children in hospital beds fighting to stay alive. And so we need to tell girls that they can do this, that they can show up, and not cripple them with the current message, because we're crippling little girls with the current message. So you need to tell them, we all need to tell them, that they can do this, that they can be this, right? We need to tell them that, because that will give them an edge. Tell them, there is nothing wrong here, no reason for self-hate. These are mere illusions we all create. There's no need to change a single thing to fit. We just need to free ourselves of it. We just need to free ourselves of it. We just need to free ourselves. Loved ones, thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks.